The Brisbane identity crisis. Where are we now? In light of Lord Mayor Graham Quirk's recent comments on Brisbane's revised city plan, questions have been raised about Brisbane as a new world city. The Mayor believes we still have a way to go in terms of identifying Brisbane and has concerns as to what Brisbane is really about. When asked about the city's growth over the next 20 years, the Mayor said, "Brisbane must grow up and not out." This can already be seen in developments around Brisbane like these proposed towers in Toowong. The futuristic design looks similar to the Marina Bay Sands infrastructure in Singapore. Are we so lost that we have started copying the identities of other cities? This need for development has increased over the last 2 decades due to the steady growth of Brisbane's population. High-density living is becoming increasingly common to Brisbane in order to cope with the rising population. Brisbane's medium to high-density living has jumped 50% in the last year, largely reflecting the demand for high-rise apartments. This is significant compared to traditional housing, only increasing by 2%. Owner of Luscombe Builders, Tony Luscombe, recognises the city's growth, but believes it is affecting Brisbane's identity.
It's changed as in the old styles, the old cottages and sandstone buildings. They're now going to more architectural, a lot of more steel in the designs, which is a shame. There's another development happening at Albion at the old mills. They're knocking the 2 towers down at the moment, and I know that alone there'll be a 15-storey building, 2 towers going in there, which is higher density again, what we're getting at the moment.
When asked whether Brisbane is having an identity crisis, Tony said,
"I think it is. It's they're going outside of what Brisbane is. If we go to the Champagne buildings, I think that will spoil Brisbane. I think we need to stay away from that, but yes, we do need to change some of our buildings, but not to that extent."
High density living is inevitable, so Tony's vision for Brisbane is not going to plan, whereas Daniel Anderson is looking forward to the future of Brisbane.
I live in a wool-store apartment at Tenerife. It's 3 stories, just on the water. It's really nice, and there's probably a couple hundred people there. I think Brisbane in the next 20 years will definitely be even more developed than it is now. It's only going to continue, especially as our population grows. We've got to have somewhere to have all these people, and people are going to be more interested in being, centralised closer to the city than they would being, further out.
Tony and Daniel's opinions may differ, but this only confirms there is no clear vision for the future of Brisbane. Have your say. What do you think Brisbane will look like in 20 years? Tweet us at Brisbane Identity Crisis.